Hi everyone, I'm Brittany. I got engaged last New Year's Eve and I got married last May. I decided to document my whole wedding planning process through blogging, and I ended up sharing some of those blogs online, and it was so amazing. What shocked me the most was the feedback that I received from friends and from strangers alike. I ended up getting asked for advice, for words of wisdom, maybe stories that I could share, just anything that I thought maybe future brides and grooms that could help them with. So today I'm just going to make a short little video blog. It won't be too long. I don't want to bore anyone, but wedding planning is something that I'm really passionate about. I could talk upon days and days and days about it, but we'll keep it to under 5 minutes, and hopefully I can kind of get some comments, some feedback, and maybe some pieces of advice that you want, and I can figure out a topic for my next one. But let's focus on this one right now, shall we? So first of all, I just want to remind everyone that weddings is about you and your partner, and it's so easy to get wrapped up on everything else and everyone's opinions and the stress of planning and maybe the hardness of trying to stick to a budget, but really all of that's just little things. And the most important thing is you and your partner. The wedding is about you and your union, your commitment, the beautiful fact that everyone's here to witness that. So just remember that when everything gets so tricky, if you seem to have a small fight about wedding planning, just take a step back, remember why you're doing it, and just take a day off wedding planning that day if it's too challenging. You're going to need advice when it comes to wedding planning. Wedding planning is something that not many of us have done before. It's the biggest party you're ever going to host. It's the most expensive party you're ever going to throw, but it's also the most romantic day of your life. So you definitely want to make sure that it's perfect for you. So asking for advice is, of course, very natural. I would advise that maybe you only ask 1 to 3 people if you have any questions. The more people that you ask, the harder it is going to be for you, believe it or not. If you have 5 to 10 pieces of advice and they're all on different things, then how does that make your decision any easier? If anything, it just makes it way more complicated. Find that few group of people that you really, really trust and just ask them. I would not open the floor to your entire wedding party, to the entire wedding group or anyone. Otherwise, it's too much advice. It kind of goes the same thing with wedding dress shopping. When I went wedding shopping, I think I invited maybe 4 people. I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted, and I was really nervous that the more people that I brought, the more opinions I was going to get, and maybe I wouldn't end up with the dress that I really wanted. As it turns out, I only tried on 5 dresses, and the first one I tried on was a dress that I didn't pick for myself. It was someone else picked it. It was very beautiful, but I tried it on, and in the mirror, I didn't think it was for me. I stepped out and my mom starts crying. So I start crying naturally, and everyone's thinking, oh my goodness, this is the dress, she's already found it. But in actuality, I've never seen myself in a wedding dress. My mom never saw myself in a wedding dress, and we both just got caught up in emotion, which is going to be really easy to happen that day. So the more people you have, the more opinions get thrown that way, and not only with one person. Imagine if you had 7. It's quite a challenge. So just remember that you need to be happy, and look at the mirror. My biggest advice is take pictures on dresses, because when everything's said and done, all you have are your photos. So you want to make sure that your dress photographs well. That's a really, really big one. That's how I ended up making my decision. I looked at all the pictures, and not only did I like the dress the best, but I also thought I had the biggest smile, which kind of goes to show that I was really happy with that purchase. Another thing I just want to say is just stay focused with your partner and you. Partners are very different, and some partners are very involved in the wedding planning process and some aren't. And both is very natural and both very fine. As long as you both are okay and on the same page, that it's totally great. If you and your partner are both involved in the wedding planning process, that's amazing. That's really great. It's another way for you guys to connect and to bond, to make sure that you're both really happy and just stay on the same page. You guys can have different opinions, and maybe that you don't even have to ask anyone else, because the 2 of you can make decisions together. If your partner isn't very involved, that's also fine. Maybe the partner just really wants you to have the day of your dreams and is kind of taking a step back and trusting that with you, which is so beautiful, really. Actually, for my husband and I took the reins on wedding planning, and he didn't really want to be part of the process, which was great for me. He's like, I trust you, make the decisions you want, and that's fine. And he actually took the reins on the backyard. We got married in the backyard at our home, and it was just perfect. He decided to do the landscaping for it, and I did the wedding planning, and we kind of checked in every now and then, and I said, this is what I've done, this is what he had done, and it was really, really beautiful. But I think what made it so special for us was like that whole day. For him, he got to see everything that I had been planning, everything kind of showed up, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, look at all the hard work she's done. And the same was for him. I got to see all the beautiful floral work that he did, the landscaping he had done outside. It was amazing. So we both kind of got to see the amount of work that each one of us had put into it, and it just made the day that much more special for us. But remember that everyone is different. Your wedding's going to be different from your friend, and that wedding's going to be different from someone else, and that's totally okay. The beautiful thing with weddings nowadays are that everyone is so unique, and traditionally, it's whatever you want now. Like, if you want to kind of gear off the beaten path, that's totally fine as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my first video. I would love to get some comments below, and please tell me what you're looking for advice on. What parts of wedding planning are really challenging for you? I would love to help you and address them, and I hope to talk to you soon. Happy wedding planning!